Hi, namaste. Let's do a quick recap of what we have done so far in algebraic expressions. So we have done addition, subtraction, and multiplication of algebraic expressions, that is monomial, I think so far monomial expressions. Let's do a quick review of that, by doing especially the multiplication of monomial by a monomial. Okay. Let's take a question. Multiply three x squared y and negative 2xy squared. Okay, and verify the product for x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 2. So this is the question. Can you try it? So we have to plug x is equal to 2, x is equal to 1, and then y is equal to 2. So, and then we have the terms x squared y and xy squared. So the first one is, let's take x squared y, because it says multiply negative 2xy squared. So it's basically we are multiplying two monomials, right? And we know the value of x is 1. This is xy. So 3 times 1 squared times 2, and then multiplied by negative 2 times 1 times 2 squared, right? So we have 3 times 1. So 1 squared is nothing but 1 times 2 times negative 2 times 1 times 2 times 2 is 4. And then here we'll just add up, now I will append the variables as well. Y squared times xy squared. So what do we get here? So 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 times negative 2 times 1 is negative 2. Negative 2 times 4 is negative 8. That will give me negative 40, 48. So this is the product of my numeric coefficient, that is negative 48. Now let's do this one. X squared times x. So remember, the base is same. So we use the law of exponents here. A times a to the power m times a to the power n will just give me a to the power m times n, or sorry, m plus 1, that is. So x to the power 2 times x to the power 1 will give me x to the power 2 plus 1, which is equal to x to the power 3. So I have x to the power 3, and then same thing. So consider there is a y to the power 1. So y to the power 1 times y to the power 2 is y to the power 3. This is your 48 x cubed y cubed. So this is one part. Now, when we multiply, we have to verify whether the product is equal. So now, when we do the when we multiply 3x squared y times negative 2xy squared, what we get here is 6x cubed y cubed. Now this is our first one, so then this is our second, and we have to plug the values for x and y. So it is 6 times 1 cubed times 2 cubed, correct? So now 6 times 1 times 2 cubed is 8. That is 2 times 2 times 2 is equal to 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8. So what do we get? We get 48. This is negative 2, right? Somewhere it is negative 6. So it has to be negative 6. So it is negative 48. That is my numeric coefficient. And then the same thing, that is x cubed y cubed, right? So the product of both, when we multiply the terms and when we plug in the values, so both are same. So we can say therefore 3x squared y times negative 2xy squared is equal to 6, that is negative 6x cubed y cubed, because both give me negative 48. X cubed y cubed is equal to negative 48 x cubed y cubed. Yeah. Okay. Let's go to another one. Let's say the perimeter of a rectangle. Okay. We have this is again a monomial. Let's say, find the perimeter of a monomial. Find the perimeter of a let's say perimeter of a rectangle. Okay, whose length is x squared plus 4y cubed unit, and breadth is negative 2x squared plus y cubed unit, right? So we are supposed to find the perimeter, right? We're supposed to find the perimeter. So can you do this? Okay, let's do this. So what is the perimeter of a rectangle? So this is a rectangle. Let's call it as A, B, C, D. So the sum of all the sides of a rectangle is a perimeter, correct? But since the rectangle, is a quadrilateral where the parallel sides are equal, so the perimeter of a rectangle, the formula for that is perimeter of a rectangle, right, is 2 times length plus breadth. So this is my length. This is my length. And this is my breadth. Right? So the length is x squared plus 4y cubed. And my breadth is negative 2x squared plus y cubed. So now let's plug in the values for length. Okay, 2 times x squared plus 4y cubed plus, right, negative 2x squared plus y cubed, right? So now let's first add it up. Let's add it. So x squared plus 4y cubed plus, I'm actually adding it up. We are not doing the multiplication here. First we will add and then we will multiply. So here I have x squared and negative 2x squared. So negative 2x squared is a bigger term, so I put the negative sign. So think that there is 1, so 2 minus 1 is 1, but we just put the negative x squared, and here both are positive, so plus 5y cubed. And from this now we are going to multiply it by 2. So 2 times, now we are multiplying a monomial. We are multiplying a binomial, that is negative x squared plus 5x cubed, by a monomial, that is 2. So 2 times negative x squared is negative x, 2 negative 2, and that is negative 2x squared. Then plus 2 times 5 is 10 y cubed. So this is the perimeter of the rectangle, right? This is the perimeter of rectangle ABCD. Got it? Okay. Let's do some more examples. Now I have let's say 6a squared b cubed times negative 4a cubed b4. So here we are multiplying two monomials. So when we are multiplying two monomials, so the formula for that, or the way to simplify that, is you multiply the numerical coefficient. So we have a 6 and a negative 4. So multiply the numeric coefficient You don't really need, to calculate. You can do this in your mind. So it will be negative 24 a to the power 2 times a to the power 3 is a to the power 5. B to the power 3 times b to the power 4 is b to the power 7. This is your product. Okay, so if you want to do that in your mind, you just the product of numeric coefficient times the product of literal coefficient. Another way we can do, if you want to take a longer route, then you will probably do it this way. So a squared b cubed times a cubed b to the power 4. So it's just negative 24 a squared times e to the power 5 to the power 7. Yeah? Yeah. Okay. I want you to do this one. I have 4 x squared y to the power 5 z times negative 5 x y cubed z squared times 2 x cubed y z to the power 4. Yeah. So I will multiply the numeric coefficients, that is 4, negative 5 and 2. So it is 4 times 5 is 20, that it will be negative 20, right? And then negative 20 times 2 is negative 40, right? And then I have x squared, x to the power 1 and x cubed. So 2 plus 1, 2 plus 1, 3, 3 plus 3 is 6. And then my y is there, so 5 plus 3, 8, 8 plus 1, 9, right? And then I have z to the power 1, so 1 plus 2, 3, 3 plus 4, 7. Yeah, this is your product. Yeah, good job. Okay, next one. If I am multiplying a binomial by a monomial, so let's say that, this is the multiplier, the monomial multiplier, and then this is my multiplicand, which is a binomial, let's say b plus c. So, we just take that monomial and multiply it with each of the binomial terms. So it will be like a times b plus c, that is right, plus there. So it is a times c. So let's take one example. I have 5 a squared minus b squared. So how do we do this? So 5 times a squared minus 5 times b squared. So it is 5a squared minus 5b squared. They are unlike terms, so I leave it at that. Got it? Okay, let's take another one. Let's do this x, y, z times x plus y plus z. Yeah, can you do this? Okay, so how can we do this? So we can just do it straight away. So x times xyz here. So xyz times x plus xyz times y plus xyz times z. So it will be x squared yz plus xy squared z plus xy z squared. Got it? Okay, let's move to the next one. I have 9xy times x squared y minus xy squared. We use the distributive property and we distribute. We can also do the column method as well. But here we can straight away, so it is 9 x cubed y squared minus 9 x squared y cubed. That's the answer. Just try to keep it very simple. The more you practice, you get better at it. And your ability to answer quickly increases. Okay. Next one. I have 7p squared q squared times pq minus 9 p squared q squared. So the answer for this is 7. P squared times p is p cubed. Q squared times q is q cubed. minus 7 times 9 is 63, right? P squared times P squared is P to the power 4. Q squared times Q squared is Q raised to the power 4. Can you just check your answer, Zainab? Okay, yeah. Got it. That is for the previous question. Yeah. Can you hear me? You're able to hear me? Can you see the screen? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's go to the next one. So here we are going to multiply a trinomial by a monomial, right? So we are still in taking monomial as the multiplier. So we have 6ab is our multiplier, and then we have 8a squared b minus 3ab plus 5b squared. We can do straight away. So you don't need to, if you want to expand, yeah, you can expand it. Or if you want to do it, multiply straight away, you can do the multiplication straight away. So 6 times 8, 48. The sign is positive, so 48. A times A is A cubed. B times B is B squared. Then 6 times negative 3 will give me 3, then that is the negative sign. 18. A squared, B squared. Again, that is a positive sign. Plus 6 times 5 is 30. It is A, B cubed. So as you can see, I don't really have any common, or like terms or common variables. So I can't add it. So this is the final answer. Next one. I have negative 3x squared y times 4x squared y minus 3x plus 5 y. So this is my monomial. So this is my monomial here. This is because it has got one term. So this is my monomial. And this is my trinomial or a polynomial. But more specifically, it is a trinomial because it has got 3 terms. Just on this topic of terms, remember only the term separated by either a minus or a plus sign is considered as a term, but when not the multiplication or the division sign. So any term that is separated by a multiplication symbol is not considered as two terms. They're considered as single term because we're going to multiply that. Like for example, if I say 2 times x, right, 2 times x or 2 times a, 2 times a, they're not considered as two terms. It is monomial because after multiplication I get 2a or 2x. So a term separated by a multiplication symbol or a division symbol, they are not considered as two terms because after the operation, after we complete the operation, they become one term. Okay, so how do we do this? What is the answer? Negative 3 times negative 4, negative 12. X squared times x squared is x to the power 4. Y times y is y squared. Then I have minus, that is negative. Two negatives give me positive. So plus 9 x cubed y squared. And then I have opposite signs give me negative. So negative 15 x squared y squared. So this is again my final answer because I don't have any like terms, right? Okay, let's go to the next one. 2xy times 20x cubed y plus 12x squared y squared minus 10xy. Yeah, try it. So I have here 2 times 20 is 40, x to the power 4, y to the power 2 plus 24, x to the power 3, y to the power 3 minus 20, x to the power 2, y to the power 2. This is your answer. Okay. Let's go to the last one. So we multiply basically multiplication of two binomials, right? It's a very important concept. Multiplication of two binomials. I have x times x minus 4 times 2x plus 3. So these are two binomials. We are multiplying it. So every term in a binomial multiplies every term in the other binomial. What does it mean? It means the same, like x times 2x plus 3 minus 4 times 2x plus 3. So every term in one binomial, binomial multiplies every term in the other binomial. So now, x times 2x is 2x squared plus 3x. So I have a negative sign. So minus times plus gives me minus 8x, then again minus, right? And I have negative, that is negative 12. Now I have two like terms over here, 3x minus 8x. And 8 has the negative sign and a bigger number. So 2x squared minus 5x minus 12, right? This is your answer. Okay, let's do quickly another one. I want you to try this. A squared plus 2b squared times 5a minus 3b. You can do the horizontal method or the lattice method as well for this. You can do it for anyone. It's still multiplication, so you can still try that. Yeah. So a squared times 5a minus 3b plus 2b squared times 5a minus 3b. So it is 5a cubed minus 3a squared b plus 2ab squared minus 6b cubed, right? As you can see, I don't have any like terms. So this is my final answer. Yeah. We can do the same, process. We can use the same procedure for multiplying trinomials by a binomial or a trinomial by or a polynomial by any term. We can still use the same, steps. Let's take another one. Say I have, maybe I'll just write it here. So I have 1 and 5/10, that is 1.5x minus 4y times again 1.5x plus 4y plus 3 minus 4.5x plus 12y. Can you try it? In order to do this multiplication, 1.5 times 1.5, you can take 15 times 15, and then in the product, go from the right to, since we have two decimal places here, so put, between the 10th and the 100th place. Just two decimal places from the right. So it will be Yeah. Yeah. So 1.5. So here it is. So let's do this first. So 1.5x times 1.5x plus 4y plus 3 times, so negative 4y times 1.5x plus 4y plus 3, then minus 4.5x plus 12y, right? So 1.5x times 1.5x will give me, it is 15 times 15 will give me 225. 15 squared is 225. So it will be 2.25 x squared plus 15 times 4 is 60. So there's only one decimal. So it will be 6xy, right? Plus 15 times 3 is 45. So it is 4.5 x, right? Same thing, negative 15 times 4, 60. So it is 6xy, right? And then 4 times 4 is 16, y squared. Then negative 12y, 4.5x plus 12y. So now we have to check first. Let's check, do we have any 2.25x squared? Now we have to group them together, group all the like terms together. So 2.25x squared is, you know, is on its own. So 2.25x squared. Then I have 6xy. I have a 6xy over here plus 6xy negative 6xy. Correct? So plus, so say 6xy minus 6xy. So basically they cancel. So I'm done with these two. And then I have plus 4.5x. And then I have a negative 4.5x over here. So I take that 4.5x, right? And then I have a negative 16y squared. And then I have negative 12y plus 12y. So I've taken these two as well. So they all cancel out. They all cancel out, right? They all cancel out here. So what I'm left with is 2.25x squared minus 16y squared is my answer, right? Okay, let's do maybe two more questions for today and then wind up. Okay. Let's say the adjacent side, are sides of a rectangle, right? The adjacent sides of a rectangle is x squared minus 4xy plus 7y squared and x cubed minus 5xy squared. Okay, so find the area of the rectangle. Find the area of the rectangle. Remember, the area of a rectangle is length times breadth. Length times breadth. So all we have to do is we have to multiply this. Multiply the length. Okay. So this is basically the length, x squared minus 4xy plus 7y squared times x squared minus 5xy squared, right? Okay. Yeah, I'll solve this, and those who have to log out can log out and then watch this video later, right? So this is x cubed here. This is x cubed, right? So now I have x squared minus 4xy plus 7y squared, and you multiply it by x cubed minus 5xy squared, right? So now x, it will be x to the power 5. So I have, and then minus 4 x to the power 4 y, and then plus 7 x to the power 3 y squared, and then I have negative 5. So then now I take the negative 5 and then multiply it with all the terms here. So negative 5 x to the power 3 y squared plus 20 x squared y squared, then negative 35 x y to the power 4, right? Now I just want to check whether there are any like terms. I do have like terms here. I have these two like terms, 7 x to the power 3 x to the power 2 x y to the power 2, and then I have negative 5 x to the power 3 and y to the power 2. That's about it. Here x to the power 5 minus x to the power 4, that is, sorry, 4 x to the power 4 y, and I have 2. 7 minus 5 is 2, so plus 2 x to the power 3 y to the power 2. Then I have plus 20 x squared y squared minus 35x, right? So this is the one that I have. Got it? Yeah. That's about it for today. So maybe I'll just take one last one. Just one last one. You can just watch this, later. So let's say that I have the base of a triangle. So I have a triangle. I have a triangle here, and then I have an altitude. So remember, an altitude is 1. An altitude is 1 that basically divides the triangle into 2 equal parts. Right? So this is a altitude. And so the area of basically our altitude is a perpendicular line drawn from a vertex. So let's name this triangle as ABC, and then this is my D, which basically divides the base into two equal parts. So this is the perpendicular line, or that is called as the altitude, that is the height of the triangle. So now if the base is let's say 3x minus 4y, and the altitude is 6x plus 5y, then find the area of a triangle ABC. So the area of a triangle ABC is equal to half times base into height, which is nothing but the altitude, right? So here we have the base is 3x minus 4y times 6x plus 5y, and so that is 1 by 2 times, so this will be in square units. I think the area should always be in square units. Yeah, find the area. So this will be, if I have done that, so then this should be in square units. Okay, so the area will always be in square units. So if we do this, 3 times 6 is 18x squared plus 15xy, right? And then minus 24xy minus 20y squared. So I have plus 15xy and then negative 24xy. So that will give me 18x squared minus 19xy minus 20y squared, and it will be divided by 1 by 2, and it will be in square units. So this is your answer, right? Okay. Yeah, any questions, you can always ask me. Go through this video again and ask questions if you have any. Take care. See you tomorrow. Bye.